Neil, if the economy is so good and earnings are so great, why do I feel so nauseated?
Who said things can't be hot and cold at the same time? Yeah, that's exactly what we have right now, is this very strange environment. These inflationary pressures are real. So we see wage gains, for example, but we also see consumer price inflation eating away at those wage gains. And that's before you get to the forward-looking stuff and that we're seeing in bond markets, that we're seeing in sentiment on what happens in the future. And it's really going to be a rocky transition from this boom resurgence from the pandemic to try and get back to a kind of full employment, full revving type of economy.
A rocky transition. So in the end, which side of this argument prevails? Is it those who say the economy is hot and moving up, or those who say we're looking again at a repeat of the 2010s where growth is slow? This isn't the roaring 20s.
So I'm optimistic we can get back to that, kind of full employment environment we were in back in 2019. But I think there's some worrying signs out there. And, one of them is that we have not really seen labor force participation rebound in the last year. Really, in the last year, it's been bumping around in a small range. That has to do with people making voluntary decisions. Older adults retiring early, maybe some families going to one earner instead of two. Now, for individual families, that might be a sensible choice, but that's the kind of thing that in the aggregate could mean we have less potential growth, less potential GDP, less potential employment than we're used to.
And that is why then labor force participation is so critical, because it really is, from that derives the productivity in the workforce. I think you hit on some of the reasons why people aren't maybe participating in the workforce. Others may be that they can't get a job at a wage they like. Others may be that they left their jobs and are, as you say, ambivalent about going back. A third could be that there's still many of them collecting unemployment benefits.
It's true. I do think, though, these are the flip side of the same thing. When you talk about employers complaining about labor shortages, can't hire people even when they're offering higher wages, and low labor force participation, those are two ways of saying the same thing. And I think until we see where things find an equilibrium, what is the kind of wage levels, what are the kind of participation rates, what are the kinds of output levels that we're going to settle at, I think it's not at all clear. I think it's more confusing and uncertain than it's been in a long time.
Neil, I wonder, too, if one of the key metrics is going to be real earnings, because kind of what you're saying is don't be fooled by nominal gains, because even though we see things, going higher, we also have to factor in whether it's outpacing wage gains or not.
Yeah, and look, I'm bullish on what this environment means for the American worker. I think the balance of power has shifted to workers away from capital, and I think that is ultimately good for people's earning power and kind of the agency they have in the labor force. That said, the math is very simple so far, and inflation has been running hotter than wage gains. And until that changes, this is not actually a panacea or a financial boon for working Americans.
But it really,
it continue when CPI comes down. But for now, that's the reality.
It's very interesting because, as you point out, in the 2010s and the 20aughts, we lamented the fact that wages just weren't going up at all. Now, inflation was lower. But right now, wages are going up, incomes are going up, but you got $5 a gallon gas in California, and you've got food inflation that people have not really factored in, and you've still got these supply chain bottlenecks that are causing hiccups and price increases.
Absolutely. And you come back to this, is it transitory debate? And look, some things, absolutely. We've seen lumber prices come down. It looks like used car prices might have peaked. They seem to have stabilized some in the last month. Those are all good signs. That said, if you look at any reports from businesses, you listen to earnings calls, look at the ISM surveys, there are still a lot of bottlenecks in train. There are still a lot of problems out there. And don't forget about rents, right? So rents are rising around the country. Rents, including through owner equivalent rent, is a huge component of inflation measures. And unlike cars, car, you can often wait an extra year before you buy a new car. If you got to pay that rent every month, that's a real
well, let me ask you about rents, because a year ago, rents were coming down because businesses were leaving, or if you're talking about apartment buildings, people were fleeing the inner city cores and moving back to their homes, maybe in the suburbs or maybe in more rural areas. So are rents rising because they had fallen so much, or are rents rising because they're rising?
Well, so it's both. There's both the base effects and kind of rebounding from last summer's trough. But I think there's pretty good evidence in a lot of the private data that these numbers are getting above pre-pandemic trends. How far do they go? When does more supply come online of apartments and other rental properties? We'll see. All these things will find an equilibrium eventually. But in the meantime, if you have, various measures of rent are basically a third of CPI, Consumer Price Index. So this inflation story isn't going to go away just because used car prices stabilize.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.